Jerusalem. The Israeli military confirmed Monday that it was withdrawing thousands of its troops from Gaza Strip. This is a step that could pave the way for a new phase of long-term low-intensity conflict against Hamas militant group. Approval of the planned troop reduction came on the same day that Israel's Supreme Court struck down a key component of Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's controversial judiciary overhaul plan. Although plan was not directly linked to war effort, it was source of deep divisions within Israel and threatened army's preparedness ahead of October 7 Hamas attack that triggered ongoing war. Politicians have warned against reigniting these divisions and undermining the national unity that prevailed throughout the Israel-Hamas war. Netanyahu has vowed to continue military offensive until Hamas is crushed and the more than 100 hostages still held by militant group in Gaza are released. But Israel has faced growing international pressure to scale back the offensive, which has killed nearly 22,000 Palestinians. The army said in its announcement that 5 brigades, or several thousand soldiers, would be removed from Gaza in the coming weeks. While some will return to bases for more training or rest, many older reservists will also return home. The war negatively affected the economy by preventing reservists from going to work, running their businesses, or returning to their college educations. The Army's chief spokesman, Rear Admiral Daniel Hagari, did not say whether the withdrawal of some troops reflected a new phase of the war. But the move is in line with plans Israeli leaders have outlined for a low-intensity campaign that is expected to last most of the year, focusing on Hamas' remaining strongholds and pockets of resistance. Israel has said it is close to operational control over much of northern Gaza, reducing its force needs there. But fierce fighting continues in other parts of the Palestinian territory, especially in the south, where most Hamas forces remain intact and most of Gaza's 2.3 million people have fled its count. Israel also says more than 8,000 militants have been killed. Without providing any evidence, it blames Hamas for the high civilian death toll, saying militants have entrenched themselves in residential areas, including schools and hospitals. The war displaced approximately 85% Gaza's population, forcing tens of thousands people to seek shelter in overcrowded shelters or tent camps in Israeli-designated safe zones. Despite this, the army said, Palestinians feel like nowhere is safe. At a time when tensions are high across the region, the United States announced on Monday that it would send an aircraft carrier strike group home and replace it with an amphibious assault ship and its escorting warships. Wars in the southern Gaza city of Khan Younis, which Israel says is a Hamas stronghold, reported airstrikes and artillery fire in the west and center city. Clashes were also reported